Pierre Dussauge, thanks for joining us on Xerfi Canal. You are a professor of strategy and the academic director of the Executive MBA at HEC Paris. About Executive MBAs, what are the participants' expectations, as most of them are already highly trained and qualified?
So, what an EMBA offers to participants is overall training in all the main topics of management. Many of our participants were trained as engineers, as doctors, as chemists, and what they will get out of an EMBA is overall knowledge in terms of management. When they move up to a general management position, this will allow them to understand all the challenges facing their company and to have a fruitful discussion, dialogue with all the various functional managers that they will be dealing with. For example, it'll make it much easier for them to have constructive discussions with the finance vice president, for example, because they will understand what the topics are about, what the issues being dealt with are.
Who should need such a training? What are the participants' profile?
So we have two main profiles that enroll in an MBA program. One is managers who have moved up in the company based on their technical expertise. So typically engineers, physicians, people who are technically qualified but who don't have management training. And once they reach a certain level of responsibility where they are general managers in charge of a business unit, of a division, they need all these basic management skills that we were talking about a second ago. And the EMBA is a good stepping stone to move into these top management positions. The second typical profile is people who want a major change in their career. For example, who want to start a new company and who, in order to be able to do so, need the same kind of management skills. And both profiles are represented in the EMBA program.
What about the participants' feedbacks? What has the EMBA diploma brought to them? Do you have any examples?
So I think the best way to answer your question is give you two examples. I can think of one which corresponds to the first profile, which is someone moving up to a very senior position in the company after having followed the EMBA. It was a project manager at one of the large cell phone companies in France, and who moved up to the position of Senior Vice President for Strategy and International Development, which I believe was made possible by the training he received in the EMBA program. Another profile is a participant who wanted to start a business, where he had a technical background and wanted to start a company in the area of artificial intelligence. And I believe, at least in part thanks to the training he had received in the EMBA program, he was able to start the company, and the company is now a few years old and doing quite well.
Pierre Dussauge, thank you very much for your time. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.